What up, guys? It's Wyatt from Sabah Cartel. We're back with another video. So as you guys know, I love Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Daredevil. So what are my thoughts on the Defenders? Well, without any further ado, my friends, let's get right into it. I definitely have to say that this series is great, but it's definitely not perfect, okay? I just want to let you guys know also that, some of the things that I'm going to talk about now aren't going to be spoilery. It's just going to be maybe some minor spoilers. But if you don't want any spoilers at all whatsoever, you should probably click off the video right now and then come back and, let me know. I mean, come back when you're done with the series and, let me know what you liked about the series, what you didn't like about the series, all of that good stuff. Okay, let's talk about what I liked about the series in general. I really liked that the series had a lot of fighting scenes. The series had a lot of action. Like, if you want like a superhero type show on Netflix that has a lot of fighting scenes and a lot of conflict, The Defenders is definitely the show for you. But of course, if you do want to watch The Defenders, I definitely recommend that you watch Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Iron Fist, because of course, like that, you're gonna have some more context to what's actually going on in the series, how did these people meet, all of that good stuff. But anyways, the point is, the series had a lot of action scenes, it had a lot of fighting scenes, but I also have to say that amazing strength that the series had was kind of also its weakness, in my opinion. See, the thing is, guys, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I felt like the fighting scenes, they were like super fast and very darkish, so you couldn't really tell a lot of what was going on. Again, like I said, it's not a perfect series. It's a great series, and I'm very thankful for the fighting scenes, specifically since people wanted more fighting scenes in Iron Fist, and we get to see a lot more fighting scenes in the Defenders. But I sort of felt like maybe they could have slowed down the fighting scenes a little bit, or maybe the fighting scenes could have a little bit of more lighting, because again, like, the fighting scenes were very dark. Okay, so that is, oh wait, another thing that I have to say that is very spoiler free. At the beginning episodes, I really liked it, how I guess you could say there was like a shader type effect every time that you would see a character. Like, for example, at the beginning of the series, when we see Luke Cage, we sort of see, like, that there's like a yellowish slash orangish type shader, like in the screen. And when we see Daredevil, we see a lot of red, and when we see Jessica Jones, we see some bluish, some purple. I really like that about the series. Oh, another thing that I liked about the series, it's the intro. The intro is super badass. It shows, the people's faces: Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, all of that good stuff. I really liked it. Okay, let's get into the spicy stuff. Okay, the spicy stuff that I really want to discuss with you guys down in the comments. Oh boy. Okay, spoilers ahead, guys. Okay, heavy spoilers ahead. So if you don't want the series spoiled, now is the time to click off the video, boys. Alright, so one of the things that I did not like about the series is how they hyped up Sigourney Weaver's character so much. They made her look like this badass. Alexandra is her name, of course. They made her look like this badass, like this super, crazy powerful hand member. She's so intimidating and all that stuff. But honestly, yeah, I mean, I sort of felt like she really wasn't that intimidating. Like, she wasn't a big deal. At the beginning of the series, we sympathized with her, and we realized that, holy shit, this lady wants to live forever because she's dying. Like, she needs to obtain the substance, very quickly. And, that definitely goes on to show that, like Sigourney Weaver said, life is all about perspective. By the way, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but you guys know what I mean. Alexandra, right? Alexandra said that war is all about perspective. Anyways, whatever. Let me get back to my original point. I feel like she should have had more action, I guess you could say, in the series. Again, a lot of people were like speculating about, Alexandra's character. They were like, oh yeah, she's gonna be a badass hand member, and her fighting skills are probably gonna be intense. She's probably gonna be even more powerful than Madame Gao. She's gonna have some crazy powers. And no, that wasn't her at all. Honestly, honestly, I kind of feel like a little bit disappointed, but not really, because Elektra basically made up for everything that Alexandra was lacking. Okay. Also, another thing that I didn't like about Alexandra is that basically every time there was like a fighting scene, you know, I wanted to see her fight. I wanted to see why she was like a member of the Hand, because all of the members of the Hand know how to fight, as you guys saw by Madame Gao, Bakudo, Sawande, the Japanese guy. You know, all of them know how to fight, but every time there was a fight, Alexandra would just kind of like back away slowly, like, holy shit, I really don't want to fight these guys. I'm just gonna let my grunts do the dirty work. I didn't really like that. Again, I just wanted to see more action. And as you guys can see, I've been ranting about this for like the past 3 minutes, just to let you guys know how that kind of made an impact on this series for me. But anyways, now let's talk about Elektra. I was very, very glad that, of course, she was brought back. At the end of Daredevil Season 2, we don't really get to see her waking up, but of course that was kind of obvious. We also saw Elektra in the trailer. We didn't really know if she was a bad guy or a good guy. The point is that I really liked Elektra's character development, I guess you could say, throughout the series. At the beginning, she's a little bit brainwashed, she doesn't really know, and little by little she sort of starts getting her memory back. And I do have to say that I really liked how towards the end of the series, when Elektra killed Alexandra, I didn't really know her motivations that much. Like, I was like, I guess Elektra wants to live forever, and that's why she's doing all this stuff. I mean, and then like she fights Daredevil at the end, and then she's all sad and stuff, and she's happy that they're dying together. I don't know. I didn't really understand her that much. Maybe we get a better explanation in Daredevil season 3, I mean, which we hopefully obtain. Now let's talk about the ending, by the way. When I saw that quote-unquote Daredevil died, I was really bummed out. I was like, dude, there's no way that's going to happen. Like, there's no way this is going to be the case. Like, if Daredevil dies, the Netflix MCU is basically screwed. I mean, Daredevil is kind of like the face of the MCU, if you ask me. I mean, Jessica Jones is one of my favorite series, but Daredevil is the face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Netflix, okay? But anyways, long story short, I'm very, very glad that at the end they show a clip of him sort of waking up, which means that he's alive, which also raises more question. Is Madame Gao alive? Is what's this thing called? Is the Japanese guy, I'm pretty sure he's probably dead because the elevator probably fell on top of him. But anyways, the point is, are these people alive? Is Elektra alive? And yeah, those are just some questions that that I'm asking myself. Hopefully we get those question answers in Defenders Season 2, if we do get a Season 2 of the Defenders. Alright, now I want to talk about some of the other characters. Let's talk about Iron Fist, alright? He's basically been traveling the world hunting down Hand members, but he still only has one fist that glows. Like, come on, bro, you're the Iron Fist. And from time to time, all I'm trying to say is that it's pretty rare to see Danny Rand using his power of the Iron Fist. Like, he rarely uses it. And when he does use it, it's only for a while. Like, I want to see Danny Rand fighting with 2 of his glowing fists. Hopefully we get to see that in Season 2. Jessica Jones was basically Jessica Jones. You know, the lady that plays Jessica Jones, I think she does an amazing work in making her character come to life. Honestly, I would even say that the person that plays Jessica Jones is kind of has the same personality as Jessica Jones, but I don't know, that's just me. Anyways, the point is, I really liked Jessica Jones' character. She was basically, again, Jessica Jones. There really isn't much to say about her. And Luke Cage was the same dude. Like, oh, he just wants to help people. He just wants to impact one family's life, and then this small thing that he wanted to do just turned into this huge big thing, okay? Also, another thing that I liked about the series, it's kind of like the mind games, kind of like the psychology game. See, I can really relate with a lot of the dialogue that goes on in Iron Fist, because I definitely get where all of these characters are coming from. You know, you have Iron Fist, which on one side, he just wants to be this war over with, he wants to take this seriously, but, you know, not a lot of people take him seriously. Like, you know, not a lot of people see the gravity of the situation. He's basically misunderstood, and it frustrates him, and we've all been through that. You know, we've all been through situations where we're basically just being misunderstood, and, you know, people think that, you know, we're doing something wrong or something like that. So I can definitely relate to Danny Rand's problems in Iron Fist. And then of course we have Daredevil, which basically the poor guy doesn't really know if he needs to live the life of Daredevil or Matthew Murdock. And then we have Jessica Jones, you know, just being Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage again, just being Luke Cage. Yeah, guys, long story short, I really like the Defenders. Hopefully we get a season 2. I hope we get to see more development of Jessica and Luke on Luke Cage season 2 and Jessica Jones season 2. And I have to say that for 8 episodes, I think the series was very well paced, and it wasn't as slow as the beginning of Iron Fist. Long story short, I love the series, great fighting scenes, and the only disappointment is that Sigourney Weaver's character didn't really have a huge impact on the series. Also, Elektra is bae. See you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments.